certain facets of our game where we're trying to improve as a team. But to do that, you have to get better individually. So that's the big focus for us right now.
And adapting to your up-tempo offense, this is your second year. Do you think you're seeing more of people, adjusting to that?
Well, I think when we're trying to go really fast, it's been effective. But again, right now it's not just about going fast. It's about getting back to the fundamentals. And I think that we've done a really good job of that. I think there's been moments where we've tried to speed it up and it's been effective, but we don't want to just go fast and be sloppy. So we have to find a way to tailor it to where we're effective in doing things right. And then when we go fast, we can still be effective then.
How would you evaluate the first 2 weeks?
I think it's been competitive. It's been good. I feel better this year than I did last year after 6 practices. But like I said early on, we don't play for 6 months, so we got a long way to go.
It seems like the defense made a lot of plays today especially, and really kind of had a good couple of weeks. Do you feel like they're playing faster in general?
I think we're much more aggressive. I think we're making plays on the football a lot more in the back half. We've seen them create turnovers, interceptions, at a much better rate than a year ago at this time. And I think that's just being confident, knowing the call, understanding the call, then being able to play fast. So that definitely showed up.
Being ranked like you're ranked already, is that a curse, or is that, do you just not pay attention to that?
I'm not. Again, we don't play for 6 months. I'm not worried about that stuff.
Where was Quentin Powell today?
Quentin, home. He went home a little early, personal reasons, as well as Khalil Rogers. Ajayne's tweaked his hamstring on Thursday, and we're just trying to get him healthy for the second half of spring.
Can you talk a little bit about Connor Spears?
Yep. You were late. You know that, right?
Yeah, I am. That's the first question.
Connor's been really effective. I think Connor's a great fit for our system in that he's got long levers. So in the running game, he's not the most physical guy, but with his long levers, he's able to get on people and block them well. He catches the ball well. And he's just fast enough. He's got a good feel for the offense. I think he's been really effective, and he's a good fit for what we do.
Thank you.
Cameron Smith seems like this isn't too big for him, and the last couple days has been making plays, interceptions. What have you seen out of him so far?
I would agree. I think Cam, first of all, he's a physical guy. He's exactly what we were looking for. We wanted a big physical middle linebacker. I think we got that. I think what he's shown us is he's a better athlete than maybe we gave him credit for. He's really good in the pass game. He's able to get his hands on the football. He's created some turnovers, and then he's physical when he rushes the passer up inside. So all in all, Cam's had a good first 2 weeks. It has not been too big for him at all.
How about Ricky King?
Ricky's, as a quarterback, 6 practices in, he's 6 practices in. It's not easy to transition, especially the tempo we operate at and all of the schemes that we have in, plus all of the defenses he's facing. So it's a process for him. It's a process for any true freshman quarterback, and Ricky's going through it.
Do you like?
Had a heck of an interception there. Lamont is a guy who is a really cool fit if you want to play a lot of man-to-man, because he's got length, he's got speed. What we're trying to get out of him, and we're starting to see more of, is the assertiveness, the physicality, the confidence, and showed today a heck of an interception. Really pretty physical in the run game, which was positive. But he's a talented guy, I think, with a very bright future.
Do you prefer this kind of setup where you have a break in the middle of spring practice? And why?
It's almost like having 2 spring practices, in my opinion. So we get 6 practices in, we get some real good foundation laid. We're able to evaluate really well, not just in a 24-hour period, but over the next 8-9 days, and then come back and build upon what we've done, but reinstall some things where we have issues that we're not executing the way we want. And then play to the strengths of some other guys that we want more out of in spring ball as we go. So all in all, I think the format's really good for us.
When Cody throws a handful of interceptions today, is that alarming to you in any way, or is it just
You're not here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
okay.
if Sean was asking a question.
No, I'm not concerned about Cody right now. I'm more concerned about the overall operation of our offense and our defense and our special teams. And like I said, I think our defense is playing really aggressively right now. They're getting their hands on footballs. They're creating turnovers, which for us to be a really good team needs to happen. So I'm pleased with that. As far as Justin goes, I think Justin is fitting really well into the system right now. We saw flashes of this last year, especially late in the year, and in turn, it's carrying over into the spring. He's playing really confidently right now. He's running the ball well. What I appreciate about Justin, he's worked on his craft. He's worked on his game. He's catching the ball a lot better out of the backfield than maybe when we first got here. So all in all, he's becoming more of a complete player.
On the perimeter rushing play, I noticed just for some reason it looks like it's easier to run on the inside. Is that due to a strength of the offense or vice versa on the
hard
defense?
To tell. It's hard to tell. Obviously, we're not at complete strength yet, where we have all of our bodies. We don't have Antoine Woods, we don't have Kenny Bigelow, so sometimes depth and fatigue can play into that. But all in all, we're working on offense at being a really good running football team, which we've been in the past. So it's always a tough one in spring to grade your team, because I love the fact that we're creating turnovers on defense. I don't like it on offense. I love the fact sometimes we can run the ball up the middle. As an offense, I don't like it that we're giving up as a defense. So there's a lot of things to work on, but all in all, it's a really competitive environment, which is exactly what we're looking for.
Okay.
Okay, guys.